May I interrupt for a moment?
Of course. Did you find the hammer?
Well, not exactly.
It's in my tool chest. You're welcome to take it, as long as you promise not to wreak havoc.
Not me.
Aren't you worried he might steal something?
I trust him completely.
Didn't you tell me that he suffers from an exaggerated opinion of himself?
Those days are over. Rufus has learned a lot. He is much more careful than before.
Rufus seems like a brutal thug to me.
Rufus? Brutal? Never.
All I'm saying is that he seems very clumsy.
Your fears are completely groundless. Rufus has become very careful since his last adventure.
And if he has to use the toilet, then he can do that on the trawler.
Of course, Grandma.
It's just that I have hardly any water left.
He's just getting a hammer.
If that's all true, then he must have turned himself around 180 degrees.
That's how it is. As if someone installed a power inverter in him.
If...
That's how it is. As if someone...
And he shouldn't give John Thomas too much to drink under any circumstances.
Well, if that's all you're worried about,
Something like that can kill a little bird.
Rufus isn't going to drown your bird by accident.
He would ask before he used my water supply, wouldn't he?
Absolutely.
Good, good. I have to get by on what I have until the end of the month. Perhaps I'm worrying unnecessarily. After all, John Thomas is very good at self-defense.
Oh, Grandma Utz, as if that would be at all necessary.
I just hope he doesn't turn my whole house upside down.
He's just getting a hammer. How much damage could he possibly do?
Can a person really change so much?
It's very simple. Once burned, twice shy. And Rufus has burned his fingers more than once. He has learned. I would bet the house on it.
Will you promise me that he won't try to knock me out with a blunt instrument to steal my things?
Not Rufus. When I met him, he may have been a bit crude and sometimes even disrespectful. But at heart, he's a very good boy.
Will you promise?
Not Rufus. When I met him, but at heart...
Well, that Rufus looks...
You know what they say, no doubt burns so hot.
But my tablecloth would set the whole place on fire in the blink of an eye.
Oh, Gran, that's just a saying. No one here is going to set anything on fire.
You almost have me convinced, but there is one thing that still worries me. He had better not clog my garbage disposal. The blades are so sharp. Things are always getting caught in there.
Oh, Grandma, you worry about the silliest things.
If you promise me that he will be careful, then everything is all right. Just as long as nothing happens to my John Thomas.
Promise.
Then I should apologize. I suppose your Rufus really must have improved.
Well, what do you know? Here it is.
Have you found it at last?
Yeah, sure.
It certainly took you long enough. I hope you didn't leave a mess.
Me? No way. But enough chit-chat. Bozo's waiting.
Just relax, Rufus. It's not like anything's on fire.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
By the way, what's that funky smell? Rufus, have you gone completely off the deep end? You almost set Grandma Utz's heart on fire.
All for a good cause.
You committing suicide?
No, I'm traveling to Elysium.
But Rufus, we've been through all that. I thought you would finally become reasonable.
Become reasonable? I am reasonable. And that's exactly why my plan is gonna work this time.
What plan are you talking about?
Well, what does it look like?
It looks like a madman's attempt to refute the principle of action and reaction.
Close enough.
Goodness gracious me.
As soon as I step on these bellows, the cork will hit the 3 targets one by one. In a spectacular chain reaction, this will cause the rockets to be lit and the safety rope to be cut. I have calculated everything. Just watch and learn. Oh, and keep away from the falling blade if you want to hold on to your fingers. Second, the cork will ricochet off this pan.
I seriously doubt that. On what do you base this assumption?
Well, I drew a target on it, didn't I?
Oh, heavens.
The first target opens the gas tap on the Bunsen burner, which then lights the fuse.
Isn't it more probable that the cork will simply knock over the Bunsen burner?
My design is based on science, not some nebulous probabilities.
The calculation of probabilities is an integral component of all sciences.
For you, maybe. My science is based on hearsay and inner conviction. After the cork ricochets off the other 2 targets, it will hit exactly here. I've calculated everything precisely.
How did you calculate that?
Well, the way you calculate things. You lie down for a while, and these mathematical formulas come to you in your sleep. You'll see, I will go to Elysium.
Stop it, Rufus. The only thing you will achieve is a spectacular suicide.
Don't panic. I've calculated everything. Take a good look.
Rufus, no!
Doc. Uh-oh. Doc, that's not a good place for a nap. The Bunsen burner could boil away the water in the vase any minute. And when the scales pan goes up, it will trigger the guillotine. The fuse is already lit. Doc, are you listening? Wake up! Oh, what a bummer. Save Doc, or go to Elysium. Save Doc, or go to Elysium. Darn it, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Doc. Doc, are you listening? Wake up! Oh, what a bummer. The gas from the bottle is being blown toward the flames. Unfortunately, it isn't enough to light the gas. Too bad. That would be a cool party trick. And... oof! Perfect body control, as always. that shouldn't affect the flight characteristics of... That tickles. With the right momentum, I could catapult the black powder into the air intake of the bellows. Easy and totally realistic. If the black powder reaches the flames, it could ignite the gas. And then, there's bound to be an interesting chain reaction, whose outcome is very difficult to predict. What am I waiting for? Oh, it worked! I saved Doc! Whoa!
Rufus! Rufus!
Huh? What?
You haven't answered my question. How did you get here? I just don't understand.
That's because there is nothing to understand. The whole story is nothing but one big filthy lie. Almost as filthy as Rufus, but not quite.
Cletus?
Of course it's Cletus. Why would that surprise you? I am not the one who barged in here uninvited.
I have come to save my planet.
Well done, moron. Goal and I had reached an agreement. I was trying to